Hi. I love to do that when I get on stage. I'll do it again since you weren't looking. Hi. No, I'm very new to comedy as well, and I get up on the stage and I'm so extremely nervous, and my friends say to me, "Oh, you do it to yourself. Why do you keep doing it?" And I'm like, "It's the same reason I stay married. I don't know." But yeah, so I'm very new. I haven't made any money at this comedy thing, but my real job is I work in an auto body shop, and I love working there. I actually know how to take off a fender. I have written an estimate for a car, but my sole purpose is, or my main purpose, is to get the parts for the repairs that are coming up. And you know who has the best parts for cars? Walmart. Walmart has the best parts, and believe it or not, they have huge, think about it, they have huge parking lots, cars everywhere, and for your convenience, they have carts right beside the cars. I mean, it's like I need a fender, I need a headlight, pop it right in the thing, I take a mechanic with me. I mean, on a Friday night and a Saturday, those are the busiest days. You can get like 2 weeks worth of parts in just like, an evening. So it's really great, yeah. You gotta watch though, because I think there are some family-run auto body shops that must come there also to get parts, and they just hurry up and load up in a car and take off. And you're like, rude, I just needed the fender. So, yeah. Do you ever, any women out there ever try to tell your husband that something is wrong with your car? Yeah? I come home and I'm like, oh my God, Jim, something is wrong with car. He's like, yeah, what's it doing? I'm like, well, and like, bing, 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 he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not kidding you. I was driving down the street, I was going back to Family Dollar, and went bing, 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 ding, ding. He was like, what the hell am I supposed to know? How in the hell am I supposed to know what that means? And I said, really, I'm really concerned about it. Really concerned about it. And then he always acts like it's my fault. Were you speeding? Did you have the radio on? Did you run over something? I usually do run over something, but that wasn't this problem. But if he ever pisses me off sometimes, he'll piss me off, and I always have the best thing to do if your husband ever pisses you off. Every once in a while, we'll switch who gets the groceries. And we have this thing where when he goes to the store, it's usually the Giant, he has to call me right before he checks out of the store and see if I forgot anything on the list. And if I'm pissed off at him, I'll be like, yeah, I need pads. Old feminine napkins, yes. Some pads. And he's like, oh, I'm not getting them out. I'm like, no, I really need them, please, you got to. He's like, you can come out later, I'll drive you. I'm like, no, you got to get them now. So you have to know my husband. He's 6'4", huge fella, works outside, and here he goes, and I said, I'll stay on the phone with you, I'll tell you exactly what I need. So he's driving back, doing this stuff, and he gets back into the hour, and I'm like, well, it's a green package. You can see him, 6'4", and he's like, green package, okay, this one. I'm like, no, wait, he has to have odor control. Now he's looking for something else. I'm like, oh, make sure you get the extra long. Need extra long, I'm a big girl, need extra long. And he gets, oh, don't forget 10 hour protection, need 10 hour protection. Wings, get the wings. And just before, I can hear it in his voice, just before he has an absolute meltdown, I'm like, no, that's all right, I'll find a pack. I found a pack, yes, oh my gosh, yes. But, yeah, so I've been falling a lot lately. I'm not sure if it's like old age or problem with my balance or the fact that my husband keeps pushing me, but he keeps threatening me. He's like, I'm gonna get you one of those old people tubs. I'm like, the old people tubs, the ones you have a door and you like sit down while you wash yourself, really? He's like, yeah, because 2 of my recent falls have been in the tub. There is 2 ways to fall in the tub. There's like the holy shit, Jesus Christ, what just happened? And you're laying on your back, there, you know. Then there's like the tub ice skating ring. It's like, I actually had this happen about 2 weeks ago. My hips were spread so far apart I couldn't even take it. I was like screaming. The only person in my house was my 15-year-old daughter, and I'm standing there like this. Help me! God, love it, Jesus. Exercising isn't my thing either. Clearly, exercising is not my thing. When I was 17, I joined the Army right out of high school. I joined the Army. And any other military people in here? Families in the military? Yep. So when you go into the military, now this is 25 plus years ago, no one really ever says, try to get in shape before you go. Now I was 17 years old. I was 100 pounds soaking wet, believe it or not, this twig. And people also don't tell you that just because you're skinny doesn't mean you can exercise. So you get in there, and the first thing they want to do is give you a physical fitness test. And you got 2 minutes to do as many push-ups as you can. You got 2 minutes to do as many sit-ups, and then they want you to run 2 miles. So now, if anybody's ever been in the service, you know when you get in there, you're really under a gun. Everybody's looking at you, and the drill sergeants are just, crazy. So I get in the line. We're all supposed to run. Now most people can run a 2 mile in 13 to 16 minutes is a good 2 mile for most people. So I get in the line and shoot the gun, everybody runs off. Soon I realized, probably within the first 3 seconds, that I'm pretty much last. And I'm thinking, what the hell? And they had told me that it was 8 times I had to run around this track. 8 times, which doesn't seem like a lot, till you're like halfway through the first lap and people are lapping you. And then the damn drill sergeants, they're in the middle of the track, and they're just flipping out. Don't stop running, get moving! I'm like, Jesus Christ, I mean, you know how your throat's burning, your insides hurt, you can't say, move it. So I run just enough to get away from them, because if you've ever been in the military or even seen like a military movie, it's the truth. Drill sergeants, I mean, they are freaking scary. They get right up in your face. I mean, you don't know whether to shit or go blind. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then they're like, look at me when I'm talking to you, look at me. And then all of a sudden you look at them and they're like, stop eyeballing me. The only time in my entire life I was thankful I had a mean daddy. But I ran and ran, walked and jogged and shuffled along, and I crossed that finish line like I was having a heart attack and a full body spasm. At the same time, proudly timed at 27 minutes and 32 seconds. Yes, they nicknamed me, my very first nickname in the service, and they nicknamed me Scooter. They used to call it was clearly the most favorable name, because even the drill sergeants that didn't know me were like, Scooter, come on up here, Scooter. We'd be on a march, we'd have our rucksacks on, they'd be like, who is back there at the end of the line? That better not be Scooter, get up here, Scooter. Oh my God. But I did, I made it out alive and passed all my requirements, and that was wonderful. So I was really pleased to do all that, but I couldn't exercise for tonight because I hate exercising, but I did do a little something here. I had me one of those breast augmentations. I did have one of those. Yes, I did. Apparently, it was actually recommended by my family doctor, because apparently you can only get your nipples stuck in your zipper so many times. Then it's like a whole reconstruction. There's like skin grafting and all kinds of crap. So I went ahead and had it. Yeah, I did. And I went back to the doctor, and I was ready to get my bandages and things off. And the doctor said, well, we're going to stand you up in front of the mirror. He said, I want you to close your eyes, give yourself a little shake, and then open your eyes. So they took everything off and whatnot. Gave a little shake, and right away I knew that something was wrong because something brushed across my chin. and then I opened my eyes. I looked in the mirror. I said, no shit, that high. Whoa, I didn't know it was supposed to me up there. No shit. All right, yeah. So that's my time, everybody. Thank you very much.
Jeff Toothman. Give it up for Jeff Toothman. Good job. Good job. All right, the judges, what did you guys think? Let's start with Justin this time.
Man, Tootsie Roll, you were on a roll, man. You were, and we talked a little bit before, and you looked nervous, seemed nervous, said you were nervous, going to throw up, and I thought you were going to throw up, and clearly you were great.
I didn't see any nerves. You had a great finish, and you had people laughing the entire time. The nipple and the zipper, that may have been my favorite joke of all night.
It's a line
It's
you can
true.
never get out of your mind, no matter how hard you try. Are you this funny at the shop? Or?
Yes, I am. Yes, I do try. I perform locally at like dollar stores and places.
Well, you know, because I was going to say, because honestly, there aren't that many female comics that make me laugh, but I thought you were awesome. You were funnier than so many female comics I see on TV, so keep at it.